I'm always looking for ways to show my cat how much I love her. And with Fancy Feast gems, I can pamper her whenever I want with a savory gravy on top of a gourmet mousse pâté. The pyramid shape makes serving simple, so all I have to do is peel and plate to make mealtime feel extra fancy. And with 2 entrees in every pack, it's easy to turn every day into the extraordinary. Fancy Feast gems.
Finished training for the day? Time to fight post-workout fatigue with Core Power Protein Shakes. They're packed with 26 grams of high-quality protein to build muscle and electrolytes to help hydrate. The nutrition you need to help your body replenish, rebuild, and repair post-workout so you can power on to the next one. Champion your recovery with Core Power. Visit corepower.com to learn more.
Is that a breakup? I think we have a situation right here. On the Feeling Station.
Hello, Tinsel.
What's up?
I'm fine. What's up?
Nothing, absolutely nothing. Weekend is almost here, so I'm excited. Can't wait to sit down and chill and do absolutely nothing. Welcome to the Feeling Station.
Thank you, Tinsel. Merci.
Oh, yeah. One day I'll get to learn to say it the way that you said it. Sounds so good.
Say it.
Merci.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Come on, get it. For those listening to this podcast for the first time, it's a romantic family and friendship breakup podcast showcasing stories that people would like to talk about with a view to give you lessons from their experiences. Now, I hope you find today's story entertaining, but more importantly, meaningful. And as you know, the podcast is really popular for 2 main reasons. The first being I do my best to keep my guests anonymous by giving them a name from the African continent to kind of give them some form of anonymity. So I got a name for you, my friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Are you ready for this one?
Yes.
Right. So I've gone over to West Africa, Gabon in particular. And the name that I have for you is Ndosi, which is Ndosi, Ndosi.
Okay.
Yeah. And what that means is dream. So so it's a name that is given to people to encourage them to dream, to aspire for bigger, to aspire for better. That's what Ndosi means, dream.
Oh, first time you're giving a Gabonese name.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Really, really first time. But it was really hard finding Gabonese names.
Really?
Yeah. For some odd reason, they are very hard to get by. Well, to get the name and the meaning. The names, they fine, they're easy to get, but the meanings, it was tough.
Okay.
Yeah. And what are you calling the name of the person you're talking about today?
Okay, I'm going to call the person Ndoki.
Ndoki.
Yes.
Oh, like Ndoki?
Yeah.
That is so funny because yours is Ndosi.
No, his name is Ndoki, and it's actually in Lingala, Congolese language, means wizard.
No.
I told you.
Yeah, okay. It's only because I was thinking of the opposite of a wizard. It's the first time somebody's been called a wizard on this podcast. Okay, so the story is about Ndosi and Ndoki.
Yes.
And the second reason why the podcast is really popular is that they are real life lessons that people learn from the story that you're going to share. So, what would you like anyone listening to your episode today to learn and walk away with?
Okay. First of all, the first lesson is it's not because he's been chasing you for years that is the one.
Oh, right. Oh, nice. So it's not because he has chased you for years that he's I really like that. Really like that. You got a second one?
Yes. Second one is never give a chance to someone you are not attracted to.
Oh, yeah. Oof. Yeah. It never ends well, does it?
Yeah, never.
Yeah.
Never.
Number 3?
Number 3, always pray.
Oh, yes. Hey, but what are we praying for? That's the question.
But always pray about any relationship.
Yeah?
Always.
Always. And when you're praying, what are you really asking God for or thanking God for?
Just to show if it's the right person for you.
Yeah.
Because Some people are wizard, you know.
Okay. Number 4. You got a fourth one?
Yeah. Number 4, narcissists do exist. So educate yourself about them.
You know, I think that's a really important one to point out because for most of us, we don't really know what narcissists are. And for the best time, we're actually dealing with one and they're doing us more harm than good without us even knowing. So
Yeah,
doing this education piece is really good. So I'm secretly hoping that within this episode that you're going to share, there'll be a little bit of education on what a narcissist possibly looks like, isn't it?
But you know, even me, I didn't know about them.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I didn't know. Yeah.
Well, if it helps anybody, please go over to episode 193, and it's called This is Narcissism. And the lady there talks very openly about what narcissism is and what it was to her. And lots of people, after listening to that episode, were like, thank you. So this supports your lesson number 4. Thanks for that.
All right. Number 5, don't let your relatives or or the society put pressure on you about marriage or having
Having
kids.
children. Oh, man, this is really powerful, man.
Yeah.
Because they're relatable. Thanks. And I'll play them back. Number 1, it's not because he has chased you for years that he's the one. Number 2, never give a chance to somebody you're not attracted to. Number 3, always pray. Number 4, narcissists do exist. Educate yourself about them. And then number 5, don't let your relatives, society put pressure on you about marriage and having children.
Yeah.
Right, Ndosi, tell me where you met Ndoki and why you decided to give him a chance with you.
Okay. I met him through a lady from church. Okay, let's call her church mama because
Okay.
yeah, she played a big role in this
Okay.
relationship.
Yeah, okay. Church mama.
Okay, I met him through her because he's related to a son-in-law.
Okay.
So he was an international student. So the first time she told me about him because he was at her place and she said, oh, there is a guy there. You might as well meet him because he's leaving the country soon to go to another European country.
Okay.
So come and meet him before he leaves. That was it was just before the lockdown in 2019,
Oh, yeah.
2020. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, let me go and meet him. First of all, I didn't like his voice. He sounded really like not masculine enough. Do you know Papa Wemba?
Yeah, of course. I know Baba Wemba.
Yeah, his voice.
Yeah.
So imagine somebody talking just like that. Yeah, with the Congolese accent on
Yeah.
top.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It was horrible. So yeah. So I was like, okay, let me go and see him. And yeah, I went there. I met him. Oh my God, Tinto. Sorry, God, but the guy was ugly.
Oh, my
Sorry,
God.
but the guy was ugly. Have you ever watched Men in Black?
Yes, I watched Men in Black, yeah.
You know the aliens.
Come on. Don't be like that.
It's true.
What?
It's true. It was just looking like them. You know, these ones that are always drinking coffee. Yeah, it was looking like that. I'm sorry, but it was. It was. Sorry, it was. Because the guy was always, he was always sucking his tongue, so his teeth were outside his mouth. Like, it was horrible. When I saw the guy, I was like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
And yeah, we spoke, and that day he took my number from Church Mama. And immediately started like texting me, saying that he likes me, he wants to marry me, or blah blah blah. But me, I wasn't interested. Obviously, I was attracted to him. Sorry, and I said no, I'm not interested. So time passed by, and the church mama was always telling me that, oh, I have one of my daughters. She didn't like her husband. She wasn't attracted to him, but God told her that he was the one. So just try to get to know him at least. He's a good person, and blah blah blah. He loves God. I was like, yeah, I'm not interested, and I prayed about it, and yeah, there was nothing really.
Yeah.
And also I had my mom telling me, oh, there is nobody. How come? When are you going to bring me a son-in-law? At that time, I had a friend, like a best friend. She was married, but she wasn't really happy in the marriage. But she didn't tell me. But she was always putting pressure on me, saying, oh, you need someone. When are you going to bring someone? Like every time. And those words from my relatives, they like it actually started to affect me. Even though I was okay, I was living my life. I was really trying to be closer to God. And yeah, I was okay. My career was okay. Everything was okay in my life. But the fact that they were always asking me when I'm going to get married was really affecting.
Let me ask you a question about that. I don't want to know your age. I don't want to ask your age. But in 2019, which is 6 years ago, when they were having this conversation, would you consider yourself, well, I'm speaking in an African context here. Young is 19, 20, mid-age is 25. And by the time you hit 30, you're too late. Like you are old for marriage.
Yeah.
According to that African age classification, were you young, mid-age, or you were old?
No, I was old.
Or you were
I was
old. Okay, right.
Yeah. I was okay. I'm going to tell you anyway. I'm in my early 30s.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, they were all.
Well, so if you're in your early 30s, I mean, if you're in your early 30s now, and we're talking about 6 years ago, you would have been in your 20s,
Yeah.
which is young.
Yeah. To them, no, it was. They say, oh, you have a career now, so you have to get married, because my best friend, she got married at 25.
Yo.
So yeah.
Well, okay.
They were-
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
So yeah, at some point I decided to get to know him, because he was always texting me to know if I'm okay. Sometimes I will answer, sometimes no. So yeah. And then not until 2023.
So
Yeah.
4 years later, it's a
Yeah.
long time. Jeez.
Yeah. I decided, you know what, let me just try to get to know him better and be more friendly with him, because I was really cold. Like, I didn't like the guy, obviously.
Yeah, you had
So-
no reason to be warmer because you weren't trying to be with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, okay, let's try at least to be friends and see. But the mistake I made is that I told him what I was looking for in a man.
What were you looking for?
I wanted a man, like a prayerful man, a man of God, a man who is caring, respectful, all this,
Well,
But yeah.
from what I've heard so far, he's a prayerful man.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a man of God. So that's one of your boxes ticked.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted somebody who's respectful. It doesn't sound like he's being forceful with what you've said so far and your interactions with him over the phone. So he's respectful. So that's another one of your boxes ticked.
Yeah.
So it sounds like he was okay, apart from the fact that she was unattractive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we decided to go on a trip somewhere, because I travel a lot. I love traveling. When I get a chance to, I leave the country. So we went for a weekend in Greece. I think so. And back then you need a COVID-19 test to travel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but me, I didn't get the vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
The vaccine?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but him, he got it. But me, I refused. So I needed the COVID test 19 result to be able to travel.
Mm-hmm.
So this was on our way back now to go back home. Me, I was meant to go back to my country, and him to the country he was living.
Yeah.
We were waiting for the results, and I tried to be a bit friendly, like making jokes. I was pretending to cough, like like, oh, maybe I got the COVID because it's taking too long, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And the guy looked at me and he told me, fuck you.
What?
What? Yeah. I was shocked because me, I'm someone who doesn't swear. I'm trying to be so respectful to everybody. And this was a big deal for me. Like, just telling me that, what did I do wrong, like, to deserve that?
Was he saying it in a joking way or he was serious?
No, it was serious. The guy was serious. He gave me the darkest look and told me, fuck you.
You? Okay.
I was like, wow, okay. And yeah, I got my results. I left. I said, you'll never see me again. That's it for me.
Who had paid for the trip to Greece?
I paid my ticket. He paid for the Airbnb we stayed in.
Okay.
In 2 separate rooms.
So you went 50-50, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I said, you'll never see me again. And then he called, the church mama, and he explained his side of the story. I explained my side of the story.
Wait. That's too fast. What happened with your COVID results? Were you positive or negative?
No, it was negative.
So you guys continued and you went together on the holiday?
No, because we left. That was the last day. We left now. He was going back to his country, and me, I was going back to my country.
Okay. I'm a little confused. You're going to need to help me here.
Mm-hmm.
So were you getting the COVID test when you were flying to go to Greece or you were coming back from Greece?
To come back from Greece.
Oh, okay. So tell us about the holiday in Greece then. How was it? You completely jumped over that.
Oh, yeah.
Why? Well, why did you skip that?
Well, because there was nothing there was nothing. It was okay, to be honest. But the thing with him is that the guy was always talking about himself and his family. He didn't really try to get to know me.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
And how long? And how long were you there for?
It was just a weekend, 2 days.
Oh, 2 days. Okay,
Yeah. He tried to make a move, but I was like, no, I'm not interested.
What kind of move did he try to make?
To touch me, hold my hands. Yeah. So yeah, I went back home. We spoke to the church mama. I said, you know what? You told me to get to know him. But this guy he disrespected me.
Yeah.
But to her, it wasn't a big deal.
Oh.
It wasn't. She was like, oh, it's okay. There is nothing there. Just carry on. Try to get to know him.
Mm.
And then at some point, he had to come back to my country to get his degree. And he stopped by the church mama's house. And she said, okay, you come and we'll have a talk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I went there and yeah, she was just like, no, there's nothing wrong anyway. And you could see that the guy in front of everybody, it was pretending to cry, to be sad.
Oh, right, yeah.
And then when I looked at him, it was kind of it was smiling, I was like, what's going on? Is he a comedian? Is he playing? So because it was showing everybody that it was sad. So, they fell for it anyway. They fell for it. So it's okay. So I left. He went back to his country and carried on, like sending me messages. Never replied anyway. Never. I didn't block him, but I never replied his messages. Till my birthday, I really wanted to go to Dubai for my birthday, but everybody around me was broke.
Oh.
Yeah. And I remember that one day that guy told me, oh, he wanted us to go to America.
Mm-hmm.
And because I wasn't feeling well, I was kind of depressed because of my work. And then I said, no, I don't want to go.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said, okay, if you want to go somewhere, just let me know. He was the only one available at that time. So I said, okay, I'm planning to go to Dubai. Do you want to come? As a friend, of course. And he said, oh, yeah, I will come and I really need to see you again, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, he applied for his visa and then he booked a ticket. And then he wanted us to share the same room. I'm like, nah, I'm not going. I'm not doing that. I'm a born again Christian. I can't do that. You book your room, I book mine.
Mm-hmm.
So everything booked. You know what? It didn't happen because my flight got canceled. The guy left. He went to Dubai. He spent his time there, but my flight got canceled.
Oh.
And then for my birthday, not until he comes back, and I could not until he comes back. So he came back, and they changed my flight, so I was able to go, but on my own anyway.
Yeah. To Dubai.
Yeah, to Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
So for my birthday, he sent me flowers. And because I told him I like flowers, the guy obviously he sent me flowers. I was happy. I was like, oh, maybe he's the one. Ladies, it's easy to get them anyway. It's easy. So the guy played. He played. So he sent me flowers for my birthday, and he said, okay, when I come back, I'm going to send you your gift. And because there was one designer bag that I really wanted, I was about to buy it for myself, but the guy was like, oh, it's not a problem. I will do it. He never did.
Oh.
He never did. That was a lie anyway. He never did. So when he came back and I came back from Dubai, he was like, I really need to see you. This time we need to meet. So he booked himself a flight. He told me, okay, find an hotel and I'm going to do the bookings. I said, okay. So we booked an hotel.
Mm-hmm.
He booked the hotel. I told him, okay, if you can't book 2 rooms, just get 2 separate beds.
Okay,
He never
yeah.
did.
I bet you he found 2 separate beds, didn't he? He found 2 rooms.
One bed.
Ah!
No, one bed. Telling you things.
The
One bed.
wizard. Yeah. Okay. Mm.
And when I found out, I said, but I told you two beds. He laughed. No, he smiled. I was like, this guy knows what he's looking for.
Yeah.
He knows. And yeah, we went to Belgium because I don't live far. So I went to the airport. I remember I was praying on my way to go and pick him at the airport. I was praying. I said, God, please, this guy, I don't like him. I'm not attracted to him. But if he's the one, after this weekend, I'm going to fall in love. If I fall in love, I will understand that this is a sign from you. If not, I know. If not,
Does he? I'm sorry. Yeah, and I mean it's a prayer, but
Tinto, don't laugh, yeah.
I'm just laughing, Ned. Yeah, I mean I know we can ask God for a lot of stuff. But I've never heard someone asking God to, help them fall in love. Like
That's because of that church mama. She was telling me all these things, But
okay.
anyway, nothing is impossible.
Yeah, true. True, yeah.
I picked him at the airport. It was even worse. I was like, no, what am I doing here? This guy is ugly. I can't, God. Like, I can't. So, yeah, we went to the hotel and, first of all, we went shopping because I was like, okay, even if I don't like him, maybe it's because he doesn't take care of himself. We go to the barber. I'm going to try to find a good skincare routine for him because his skin was really bad. I was like, maybe something, but like maybe I'll find him attractive. I don't know. So we went to the shops and the guy wanted me to pay for his things. I'm like, why? Well, I'm just trying to help you now because what's the point for me to pay for it? What are you asking me to pay for it? Like, yeah. So we went to the hotel. The first day, I was like, oh my God, I can't. During the night, he tried again, tried to make a move. I just put pillows between us. I say, no, don't touch me, please.
Yeah.
So the next day, I prayed again. I said, God, tomorrow I'm leaving. If there is nothing, please, let me just forget about him. Because you know that I've tried to get to know somebody,
Yeah.
you know. And when we went to the restaurant during the night, I fall in love. I don't know what happened.
Ndosi.
That's why I say that guy is a wizard. I fell in love. Like,
Wait. Okay, explain. Let me hear this.
I don't know. I don't know. It was during the night. We were and I don't know. I just looked at him. Maybe because we went to the barber. He had a fresh cut. I don't know.
Okay, finish. Okay.
I fell in love. I don't know. I got feelings for him.
Yeah.
So I let him. I let him hold my hands, and and then we went back to the hotel. Like nothing happened, and we checked out the next day, and we went to my place just to chill a little bit because his flight was quite late.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what we were talking about, and then he just looked at me. He gave me the dirtiest look ever, and told me, I will never allow you to disrespect my mom.
Okay.
I was like, what's going on now? Well, like, what's going on? Why are you telling me that? And we were not even dating. There was nothing. I was like, well, where does that coming from? Anyway, so he left and he never asked me to be, his girlfriend. Never asked. And when he got back to his country, and now he asked, he said, okay, because I told him we are not dating until you asking. And then he said, okay, he was making it seems like I was chasing him now.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And then at some point, he said, okay, let's take it to the next level.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what you said.
Him.
Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, let's take it to the next level. I was like, okay, so now are we dating now? He said, oh, okay, yeah, we are dating. Okay. And then what I did is that I booked a flight for the following week.
Wait, but why did you agree to dating him knowing that you... I mean, I know you said you weren't attracted to him before.
Yeah.
And obviously you weren't attracted to how he addressed you. He once told you, fuck you. And then he gave you a dirty look and said, I won't let you disrespect my mom. So why did you say yes? Is it because now you're starting to find him attractive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And the pressure too.
The pressure from
everyone around. Like, you need to find someone. Yeah.
Okay.
And because he was always telling me, God really told me that you're the one for me, okay. So, and then I booked a flight to go and visit him because he was like, you need to come and visit and see. And yeah, I booked a flight. I went to his place. We spent like 3 days together. The first night was okay. He took me outside. He took me on a date. And then the next day, this is where things were quite weird because it was quite hot. It was really hot. And he had a fan that I didn't know how it works, And then during the night, I woke him up. I tried to wake him up to say, okay, can you just switch on the fan for me, please? Because I'm feeling like it's really hot inside, And the guy woke up. He screamed at me in his language because, I didn't understand his language. I don't understand his language. I don't speak his language. So he screamed at me. I don't know if he was insulting me or I don't know what he was saying, but I know that it wasn't good.
Yeah.
Maybe it was fuck you, but in his language. And then He went back to bed. He slept.
So he didn't even help you with the fan?
No.
Oh.
No. And I was like, what's just happened? What is happening here? I was shocked. And then I went to the bathroom. I started crying to God, like, is he really the guy that you want me to marry? Like, he can't even like switch on a fan for me?
Mm-hmm.
Shouting at me like this? Like, what's going on? I was so confused. And I finished my nights on the couch, and at 5 a.m. in the morning, he came to get me. He said, "Oh, what are you doing there? What are you doing here?" I come to the room, and then I said, "But you shouted at me." He said, "Oh, really? Oh, I never did that. I was half asleep."
Oh, right.
Okay.
So I've just got a small question there.
Yeah.
Did you say you didn't know how the fan works?
No.
Okay, and that was the reason why perhaps after he had shouted, you weren't able to go and put it on yourself. It's because you didn't know how. Okay, cool, got it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was it. I was like, oh, maybe really he was half asleep and didn't know what he was doing. Anyway, it's fine. And then the next day he said, okay, just wake up early in the morning. We will go to, we go hiking. I said, okay, it's fine. So I woke up at 4 a.m. in the morning, and the guy never woke up.
Oh.
I was like, what's going on? So you told me to wake up and you don't even wake up.
Mm-hmm.
He woke up at 7.
Oh.
And then we got ready, and I think he wanted to check the bus to go to the hiking site. Is that how we call it? Site. Please help me change with the English speakers.
No, that's right. That's right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And then he asked for my phone. I was like, but you have your phone. Why don't you use your phone?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was a big deal. He threw my phone. He said, "Oh, take your phone." Shouted at me. I'm like, what the point? What are you doing? What's the meaning of this? It's normal that you use your phone. You live in this country, so you know better anyway. So why do you want to use my phone? Anyway. And he wanted to go on Google Map, but I don't use Google Map. Google Map. I don't have the app on my phone anyway. But it does. He has the app on his phone. So why taking my phone? So we went hiking, and he was like, he was just talking to me like nothing happened. I said, you have to apologize for that. Say, I don't need to apologize. I said, yes, you have to. You can't just shout at me every time you want. So he ended up apologizing, and that's it. We went hiking, we came back, and we went to the restaurant.
I don't know how you're able to even go hiking when somebody has spoiled your mood like that, because hiking is meant to make you feel, I mean, it can be a bit of work, but as you're doing it, it's relaxing. It helps you, get into your mind if you can. And I don't know, it just feels like hiking when you're in a bad mood, wouldn't be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we went to a restaurant. At the restaurant, he didn't try to get to know me better. Nothing. The guy was talking about himself. How he's going to go and do a PhD, his mom, his dad, his family. And then at some point I looked at him as like, don't you want to get to know me? Don't you want to know me? Like, you're just talking about yourself. It's like, oh yeah, somebody told me that one day. It's true. And then he started asking me questions about my parents.
So he's been told before?
Yeah. So he started asking me questions about my parents, my family now. I'm like, okay, so I had to tell you. He said, no, me, I don't ask questions like that because it feels like it's an interview. I need a situation to get to know you. I was like, what do you mean? You can just ask questions. So that way you show me that you're really interested and you care anyway. So anyway, so we finished and I went back to my country and stayed in the country I was living. And that's it. And we carry on with the relationships. But I kept praying. I prayed to God. I was like, God, it was the first time going to his place. I already cried. So I don't think that he's the right person for me, you know. So yeah, I was just asking to God, praying. And then God answered me by by a twisted ankle. I was walking on the street and then I twisted my ankle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was home for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Even the day it happened, I went to the hospital. I called him. I said, "Oh, this is what happened." And then the guy was like, "Oh, okay, just let me know." He slept.
Oh.
So I stayed for 5 hours, I think, at the hospital. So the guy didn't know if it's broken or it's not or what will happen. Didn't care anyway.
Yeah.
It was in the morning. He woke up. He was like, "Okay, what's happened then?" I said, "Really? Really? Okay." So I stayed at home for 3 weeks. He never came to see me. Never.
At all.
He never, not at all. Everybody was asking, like my best friend, my so-called best friend was asking me, "Oh, is your boyfriend coming to see you?" At some point, I was even lying. I was like, "Oh no, he's busy at work, you really can't." He never came to see me. He never sent me flowers. He never even sent me even a delivery, like, because I still had to take care of myself, cooking, grocery shopping, and everything. He never tried, never. And then I got really, really fed up. I was really tired of this relationship, to be honest, because one day he told me, "Oh, my uncle is coming to see me," so he got a few days off. I'm like, "Really? You're able to get a few days off when your uncle is coming, and you're not coming for me. You're not coming to see me. Like, how? You told me that you're busy at work, but for your uncle, you're not busy. But for me, you're busy." Wow. Okay. No empathy at all. No signs of empathy. That guy was just like, there wasn't, oh gosh, don't even know how to describe it. So, yeah. So at last, his uncle didn't come. And then what he said, he didn't come. So he calls me and say, "Oh, do you mind coming?"
Wait.
To fill the gap.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
And you'd not been well?
Yeah. I was like, "Really?" And I was like, "You know what? I'm done with this relationship. I can't. I'm done." So I broke up with him. And then he texted me. He was like, "Oh, no, you can't do that. Why? You're not even giving this relationship a chance. Blah, blah." I was like, "No, I can't. You can't even come and see me. You're not even doing anything for me. Like, no, this is not working." And then I don't know what happened. I felt really lonely because that guy was literally calling me all the time. Every 3 hours, he was calling me. So I started feeling that emptiness. I was like, "Oh, nobody to call me again." Like, I called him. I said, "We need to talk." I told him, "You need to talk." And the guy was like, "Oh, but you ended up the relationship. I'm not ready to talk now." So it took him 3 good days to call me back.
Yo, how long had you guys been together now?
1 month.
All of this is happening in 1 month.
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yo.
Telling you. That's why I say you need to pray, because all this was happening in 1 month. Those red flags that God was showing me was in 1 month. So it took him 3 good days to call me back and say, okay, let's try. Now I was the one chasing him. It was punishing me.
Okay,
it
this
was
guy.
punishing me with the silent treatments for days. And then he said, okay, I really want you to come for my birthday. I was like, okay, but send the tickets because last time I went to see you, I paid for the tickets and the grocery shopping. So now, no. And yeah, he said, oh, you know what? Just pay for the ticket. I'll refund you the money. Okay. I paid for everything. And I asked him, what do you want for your birthday? He said, oh, nothing. First of all, he asked me, oh, buy a ticket for my mom
Buy a
for
ticket
my
for
birthday.
really?
Yeah. And his mom was all the way in Africa.
What?
Yeah. And those tickets are not cheap. Yeah. I said, why would you ask me to buy a ticket for your mom? No, just ask something reasonable. Like, yeah. They say, oh, I don't want anything. Just maybe a painting or maybe something that you will do yourself. I said, okay. So I bought the painting, just to do something together, I bought all the decoration, I went for his birthday. I know that he likes a proper American breakfast
Oh yeah.
with pancakes, I woke up at 4 a.m. in the morning. Oh yeah, when I went there, my ankle was swollen.
Oh yeah, of course. You still had the problem with your ankle.
Yeah. It was swollen. And the guy looked at it. He was like, oh, you don't need the massage. You don't need to do that. Just leave it like that.
And that's
I
all he
was like,
said.
what? Yeah. I was like, what? When I go to the physio, he does some massage anyway. So why are you saying that? No, it's okay like that. Because he didn't want to do anything anyway. He didn't want to. So on his birthday, I woke up at 4 a.m. I made him breakfast. I put all the decoration, the activity we were meant to do for his birthday, and yeah, everything. He woke up in the morning at 8 o'clock. He looked at it. He sat down. That's it. No thank you. No nothing. No smile. Nothing. I was like, oh my God, okay. I sang happy birthday, and then I was like, okay, let me just do your manicure and pedicure for your birthday, just a little pamper. When I finished, no thank you, nothing. I was like, you're not even saying thank you. He said, oh, you know what? If I go to a nail salon, they will do it for me. It's no big deal. I was like, oh, really?
Okay.
It's okay. And then he said, okay, let's go for a walk. We went for a walk. It was at the river, something like that. And then we sat down and I was really close to him. He was like, no, why are you that close to me? Just sit down, like not that close anyway. No, not that close. I was like, what's going on?
Okay.
Why can't I be closer to you?
Yeah.
He said, no, I don't want to be disturbed. I want to look at, I want to breathe. Yeah, he told me I want to breathe. I was like, okay. I was okay. I was like, okay, it's fine. And we were talking about money in the couple. And he was telling me, a woman is supposed to ask when she needs something. I'm like, no. As a man, you should be able to how do you call it?
You should know as a man. You should know what a woman is after.
Yeah. They said, no, you need to ask every time. I was like, no, that's not normal. And then at some point, he shouted at me again in front of everybody. And I was like, this is not happening now. And then I left. I went somewhere else. And then I said, okay, it's fine. Let's go let's go back home.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that this guy left me? He left me. He went to his place. And I'm in a country where I don't know anybody.
Mm-mm.
I don't speak the language. I don't know if the area we are is safe.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God I had my phone. I knew his address. So I followed. It was pitch dark. So never came back to see if I was okay or if I was finding my way. Nothing. Never called.
Mm.
Never.
Mm-hmm.
And then I sat down. I was like in front of his building. I sat down there. I started crying. I was like, God, is he really the one? Because I don't understand. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
I don't understand. And then he started calling me. He called me. He never picked. And then after 1 hour, I went to the apartment. The guy was sitting. There was nothing.
Mm.
I went to the bedroom and he came and asked me, are you going to eat? I said, no. Eat what? We just had an argument. You left me outside.
Mm.
Do you really think that I'm hungry?
Mm-hmm.
No, nothing. He went to the couch. He slept. Nothing happened. And I was just there crying. I cried like so my eyes was swollen. Like,
What what hurt you the most to make you cry like that?
it's the fact that he left me.
Mm.
I don't know. What if something happened to me?
Yeah.
And my mom didn't know where I was.
Mm.
Like, she didn't know him. She never met him.
Mm.
And I don't know if I didn't know if the area was safe. Like, it was dark outside.
Mm-hmm.
I don't speak the language.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no. And it wasn't even the first time. Like, it was like one day, it was actually really violent towards me. And then he said that, I think he hit me. And then he said, he was half asleep.
Wait, he hit you?
Yeah.
After what happened? But what happened? I mean, if it's okay to talk about, you don't have to if you don't want to.
No, it's fine. What happened? I think I was on my period.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to say that.
It's okay.
And and then it was really painful.
Mm-hmm.
It was during the night.
Mm-hmm.
And because I was moving, like I was really moving a lot in the bed, and he got annoyed.
Yeah,
he wanted to sleep. Like, he woke up and he hit me and he went back to bed.
Mm.
He gave me like a slap, like he slapped me and he went back to bed. He was still speaking in his language. I was like, what's just happened? And he did the same thing. The next day, he told me, but I was half asleep. I don't even remember. That's it. So, the guy slept. I cried. My eyes were swollen in the morning. And then he came. He's like, you don't know how to communicate. Just like that in the morning. I was like, ow. You left me outside and you want me to communicate. You shout at me. Like, who doesn't know how to communicate between me and you? He said, but that wasn't a good move. You just going away from me because everybody was looking at us. I was, okay, it's more important for you what people think, but not how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, yeah, but no, as a woman, you're supposed to protect your man. Even if he does something bad outside, you're supposed to protect him, not showing people that there is something wrong going on. I was like, "Whew, where am I? Where am I? What am I doing here?"
Mm-hmm.
And then I packed all my stuff. It was clear for me that when I'm leaving this place, I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
I'm done. He saw all this and then he was like, "Oh, what are you doing?" I said, "No, I'm just packing." "But you're taking all your stuff." Like, because he always wanted me to leave some stuff so that he knows that I will come back. But this time around, I said, I'm not coming back. But I didn't tell him. But in my head, it was clear that I'm
Yeah.
not coming back to this place. So
Mm-hmm.
I took all my belongings, put in my stuff. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And he dropped me at the airport because before the guy was always opening, the door for me, helping me to put my shoes on, things like that. He
Mm-hmm.
wasn't doing this anymore after 1 month of relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I think he got tired of pretending.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then he dropped me at the airport and then he looked like he was really sorry about his behavior. And because he knew that
Mm-hmm.
no matter what he will say, I'm not having it anymore. That's it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Took my stuff and went back home. We continued the relationship for a few weeks. And then
But out of curiosity, Ndosi, there's a lot going on here, right? So
yeah.
there's the constant shouting, right? There is no interest in who you are as a person. There's no interest in your health. You're being neglected. You're being left to walk alone. He's verbally abusive. He's already told you, fuck you. And he's said to you, I don't want you to upset my mom. He's now physically abused you. He's laid hands on you. He's constantly emotionally abusing you. For instance, when he shouted at you about the fan. And then he's blaming everything on being emotional, on being half asleep.
Yeah.
Now, this is making you cry. So you're not in a happy place.
No.
But why then did you choose to continue with all of these? And bear in mind, your lesson number 3 is always pray.
Yeah.
And whatever it is you've prayed for me, these look like a lot of answers to prayers where God is saying to you, hey, look, this thing is mad and it's not good for you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm seeing it as. But it's important for me to also try and understand what you are seeing it as. Because you've prayed, and I think God is saying to you, this isn't good. But now you're about to tell me that you continued. So I just want to understand why you chose to continue.
I think it was that church mama, she was saying all these kind of things like, maybe it's the pressure, he is trying to finish his studies. Maybe that's the pressure, things like that. I was like, okay, let me try and see. Maybe he's stressed about work, maybe work and studies, everything.
But you've not had sex with him, right?
Yeah, we did. Actually, we did.
Oh, you did? Okay. I was going to point out and say, it sounded as if you were strong with the sex thing to say you're not going to have sex with him. So you are strong with the things that are important to you, which was you wanted to preserve your sexuality. You said you were newly saved, you were a newly born Christian, and you wanted to respect that, and you did.
Yeah.
Now, this is about respecting you as a person as well. But it seems like you're respecting somebody else first, which is church mama, before you.
Yeah.
So what is it that made you feel less valuable to preserve yourself and to respect church mama? Because
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I think it was all this pressure, and because why we had sex because the guy was just saying, I'm going to marry you anyway, so it's fine. I was like, I can't do that. We are not married yet. I can't. But we ended up having sex. But wait, what kind of sex anyway? The guy wasn't even like it was just climbing on me and that's it. Finishes, goes to bed. Literally. Like, there was,
Did you feel pressured into having sex with him?
Yeah.
By him?
Yeah. Mm.
Mm.
So I felt really dirty after that. I was like, why did I do that?
Mm.
Like, I felt like I betrayed God. Like, no, it wasn't really, I wasn't feeling really good after that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And the fact that it was like, to me, I think it was really, really serious. I thought it was serious because he told his whole family that he's going to marry me. Yeah, we even went to see one of his uncle that came to visit in my country.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he put pressure on me to actually wear something that he bought for me for that day. He said, you have to wear this. We are going to see my uncle. I'm like, you never told me that. You never even asked me if it was okay for me to meet your uncle. He said, no, let's go. That's it.
Mm.
After having sex with me. So okay. So
Did you want to get married even if it wasn't to this guy? Were you starting to think about marriage in your life? Were you at the stage where you were praying to God for marriage or not?
yeah.
You were.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, after that last trip, I came back home. I prayed. The church mama came to my place. We prayed. And then she started telling me that, oh, you're going to leave your country. You're going to live here, to leave this place to go to his country now after marriage. But are you sure you want to do that?
Mm.
Are you sure that he's the one? She was asking me now with question. You have to think. And then I was like, where does that coming from?
Mm.
And I prayed again and I was like, okay, God, just give me the strength to leave this relationship for good now. I don't want to go back again. Just I want to leave. And then we had an argument and he started insulting my parents.
Mm.
I was like, that's it. That's enough.
Mm.
I'm leaving. I'm not coming back. Good luck.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I ended the relationship. He told me, you need to think. You need to think. Are you sure about that? Are you sure? I said, yeah, I'm sure. I'm leaving.
Mm.
That's it. And then one of them, the brother in church, he called me and said, oh, you know what? God told me that this person is not the right person for you.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I didn't need you to tell me that. God already told me. And I left already. Because
Yeah.
this guy was also the brother in our church was also one of the guy who was putting pressure on me to get into a relationship with that guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I answered him like that. I said, no, I didn't need you
Mm-hmm.
to tell me that. Because what I went through with this guy, you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We're just putting pressure on me to be with him.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't know that this guy is the devil.
Mm-hmm.
I remember even at some point I was looking, I don't know, women, they like, looking for things when they don't know somebody. He left me at his place, he went to work and I was just checking. And then I found a bottle, like it was oil, but it was written that it's a lucky oil, to attract luck or something. Yeah. I was like, what is this? Did he do something on me? Does he do something? Because that guy was always talking about like something he was always talking about, I don't know, Freemason, witchcraft,
Mm.
He had friends in Freemason. I was like, what are you talking about that? I'm Christian. I don't want to talk about that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
He said, no, just to let you know that these things happen. It exists. I'm like, I don't need. So that's why I call him wizard. I'm like, maybe he did something, because there is no way that I fall in love
Yeah.
to someone in one night.
Yeah. I mean, I know I know I was laughing at that earlier on. I didn't have the full context, but to go from describing him as an alien from Men in Black, and then to falling in love in an instant, was a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you explained, maybe he did something.
Maybe.
And maybe that's why you have a lot of difficulty explaining why you kept going back when there were a lot of things that weren't right.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of reasons why that could have happened. You obviously had societal pressure, definitely, and that's one of your lessons about not giving in to societal pressure. There was pressure from Church Mama, there was pressure from him, there was pressure from his family. And you probably had some internal pressure as well to get married and possibly think about having children. So all of these things were at play.
Mm-hmm.
And they made it that much more difficult for you to leave.
Yeah. And then after that, I went to therapy because, it was too much.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, so this kind of person actually exists. And I tried to learn about a narcissist. And it had all the characteristics.
Mm-hmm.
It was, it was self-centered. He started to, to comment on my body. This is big, you need to go to the gym.
Oh.
This, that. Yeah.
Mm.
Why are you doing that? Why are you putting so much on your skin? Why are you taking care of your skin like that? It's not good. You need to stop doing that. Why? Meanwhile, this guy showers once in a while.
Mm.
Yeah.
How long was your relationship?
3 months.
That's a lot for 3 months, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you broke up,
skipped some parts, but because
oh really?
Well, it was too much for 3 months. It hit me 3 times. No, twice. Was still asleep, obviously. And all the even the guy was stingy. At some point, he was like, "Okay, I want us to go to travel more. Can you pay for it?"
Mm.
I'm like, "What? What are you asking me to pay for it?
Mm-hmm.
And this is your idea?"
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I will do this for you. I will do that for you. Never delivered anything. Never. Yeah.
Has he been quiet ever since?
He came back 2 months later, 2 months after our breakup. He just sent me a message, say, Dossie, you owe me explanation. That's it.
You owe me an explanation.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? Never replied.
But why does he still have access to you? Why can he still message you?
Because I just deleted his number. I didn't block him.
Oh, okay. You don't want to block him?
Oh. When you block someone, you still have the number, right?
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I get you.
I'm sure he got another victim, because I remember when we were talking about the past relationships, he told me, I never had a relationship. But then he was always talking about one girl.
Okay.
And then, she was my friend. Because after our first breakup, I went into therapy. And then I told him that, I'm seeing someone. And then he was like, oh, you go to therapy? But that's not good. Africans don't go to therapy. Oh,
Oh.
I had that friend, that other girl. Yeah, she went to therapy too after. Oh, maybe it's me. Maybe it's because of me. And then I was like, okay. If you did the same thing to her.
Yeah.
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 Obviously.
Then the problem is known. We know where the problem really is.
Yeah.
Well, do you know what? I'm just looking at your lessons, which I'm going to read out as we close this out. Number one, it's not because he's chased you for years that he's the one. Yeah, that's true. We don't even need to reinforce that. Because I think you had early signs. You said that the first time you saw his picture, you're like, no, first you heard his voice and you're like, I don't like this voice. It sounds like like Papa Wemba, right? And then on top of that, you then said he looked like an alien, and that ties into lesson number 2. Never give a chance to someone that you're not attracted to, because you end up putting a lot more effort than you need to. And then you've got always pray. Yeah, always pray. And when you said this lesson, one of my questions was, what were you praying for specifically? I want to guess and say that you were praying for somebody that you could do life with.
Yeah.
But then as you gave that prayer, the thing about hearing God during prayer is easy for some people. And for other people, it's difficult. For some people, they feel God speaking clearly to them through prayer or the Bible, or they feel inner peace. Or sometimes they feel a gentle nudge, which inspires a really deep sense of knowing that this is what I should have. But through this whole thing, right, the pattern that I'm seeing is just abuse, discomfort, noise, lack of inner peace. And actual physical pain because he hit you. And these were consistent. And if God is speaking to us, I'd like to believe that God is consistent in what his messaging is. And I think his messaging right from the onset was, you're not attracted to this, leave it alone. And then Church Mama in her human flesh nudged you in a different direction, and God kept giving you reminders that, hey, this is not your thing. So yes, always pray is a great lesson. And always listen to what God is saying, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I think he's really trying to help us, and we always call it our gut. And I think your gut was telling you, leave this alone the whole time. But then you reinforced it by saying you were trying to please Church Mama, possibly trying to please your inner being to want to be married and hitched onto someone. And that's your 5th lesson, to say, don't let your relatives or society put pressure on you about marriage and having children. Because now it made you do things that you didn't even want. You didn't even enjoy having sex with him. You said it left you feeling dirty. So I can't find a single thing in this whole situation that worked in your favor at all. I guess the good thing that we have is now you've had an opportunity for you to sit back and really think about what this made you feel like. And maybe because you sound prayerful, maybe it has encouraged you to, continue having that conversation with God. And the only piece of encouragement I may have about that is, if you're still and quiet, God will probably reinforce exactly what is good for you multiple times. And then it's also important to recognize the overnight conversion from I don't like this guy to falling in love. And how external influences that are against you can really take over your life so easily. And just be careful and put your guard up there. I'm sure this has spoken to somebody who's going through something very similar. And I just want to thank you, Ndosi, for giving us your time and your attention to listen to how this panned out for you. And I really hope that if you're not already with the person who's actually giving you inner peace, that God...
It's only God.
Yeah, well, so, for now, let him be the one that steers the ship and gives you inner peace, And at least now you know how to deal with the likes of Church Mama and and all of those other people in your
I
life?
cut all the communication with her anyway.
Really? Oof.
Yeah.
Well, put yourself first. Your name means dream. Dream big. Dream positively for the things that are due to you. That gives you inner peace and happiness. And yeah, before you know it, it will come when the time is right.
Of course.
And for you who've made it to the end of this episode, you've been listening to another episode of The Feeling Station. I'm your host, Tinto, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.
Tell me what you're feeling.
Come on, yeah. Merci, Ndosi.
De rien.
Tell
me what you're feeling.
Sati's on Daru Raini and Chagezai.
Tell me what you're feeling. Now that it's over.
Sati's on Daru Raini and Chagezai.
Let me talk about my feelings. Let me talk about my feelings, yeah.
Urudoi motoru no to kujiziru amai.
Kujiziru amai. Love is a fire.
Urudoi motoru no to kujiziru amai.